It's time for the One Bar and Lupica Show, bringing you anything and everything Minnesota Vikings.
Welcome to professional football.
All right, welcome back to the One Bar and Lupica Show. I am One Bar, joined with a thirsty Lupigas having a summer crush.
That's summer crush from our local brewery, Castle Danger Brewery. If you are in Minnesota, and go down to your local liquor store and see if they have this on the shelves. They just might.
Yeah, we were just so lucky to have it right in our backyard. What a fantastic establishment.
It is so tasty.
Before we get into our lovely,
what are we talking about?
What
are we talking about today?
Well, we're talking about subscribing to the channel.
Ooh.
Just talking about liking the videos. We're getting close to 600. But
Ooh.
In today's episode, we are talking about the top 3 offensive weapons for the Minnesota Vikings. Weapons being anything from center to fullback. Just the top 3 guys who are in their clear-cut prime and the best Vikings on offense.
About their crust?
About their crust.
Are we talking like the best players on offense right now for the Vikings?
Top three. And disclaimer, I don't think Lupigas was on board with this, but we're not counting Dalvin Cook. It's just too easy. Got to make it a little interesting. So Dalvin Cook is off the table. Sorry.
And we have talked about Dalvin quite a bit lately. I think we both love him. It's pretty well known. But yeah,
and he's the Vikings' top offensive weapon. So there you have it. So we're doing the next 3.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't know who each other's are. We very well could have the same 3, and that would be a flop. But I am going to lead it off to you, Mr. Lupigas, in no particular order.
Well, I really appreciate you letting me start here. And mine is going to be probably not what you would think right off the top of your head when you're thinking offensive weapon. But I'm going with our right tackle, Brian O'Neill. This guy came in, started as a rookie, and quickly became the Vikings' best offensive lineman. He's a huge asset in the run and passing game. He can he can dominate his man at the point of attack. He can get second level, make key blocks down the field that can spring some extra yardage on some runs. And he only allowed 1 sack last year. Yeah, he did have a rough game against the Niners, but that's a hell of a D-line. Brian O'Neill, as good as he is, he's going into year 3 now. That's, when guys really start hitting their prime. 2nd year in the zone blocking scheme. I think the sky's the limit for this guy. And at season's end, I would not be surprised if Brian O'Neill is mentioned as one of the best right tackles in the NFL.
Well, he already should be mentioned in that, and he is not.
The best.
Wow, the best. Well, yes, Brian O'Neill. I'll piggyback on that. Obviously, he's in my top 3. You said he had 1 sack last year. You know what he had the year before that?
Mm-mm.
0. This guy has given up 1 sack in his career. I think he started 26 games. And he's not going against any slouches either. The NFC North has some pretty damn good defensive pass rushers. So Brian O'Neill, I can't remember the last time we had Phil Loadholt at right tackle. He's quite the gift. I hope they keep him at right tackle. I hope they don't switch him over to the left. And we got one of the best in the league. So Brian O'Neill is on my list.
You think he couldn't handle the left side? Is that what you're saying?
You know what? Old Grandpappy used to say, don't mess with a good thing. Leave him at right side.
Your Grandpappy was a drunk.
He was. I couldn't understand him. But Brian O'Neill is fantastic. He's still young. A lot left in him. Easily in the top 3. I am going to go. Or no, you know what? You go again.
Really?
I'm feeling really generous today.
This is weird. I feel like you're the taker and I'm the giver right now.
Ooh.
Well, I'm going with our quarterback, Kirk Cousins. Another guy who I think is criminally underrated. There was something that just came out. I don't know if it was ESPN. They actually had us taking Ryan Tannehill instead of Kirk Cousins, which to me would be a boneheaded move. He had 26 touchdowns last year to 6 interceptions, and all his concerns from the year before, his first year here with the fumbles, the tip balls, the forcing throws, he cleaned all that up last year. 2 years with the Vikings, he's thrown for almost 8,000 yards, and this guy still, maybe just because he's such a nerd, but he does not get nearly the love he deserves. And I think Kirk Cousins isn't just one of our best weapons, but one of the best quarterbacks in the NFC.
That draft that ESPN put on was one of the dumbest things I ever saw. Ryan Tannehill in round 1 was ridiculous. I think they had Garoppolo even in front of Kirk Cousins. It's something with the Vikings. It's a theme. Harrison Smith, Eric Kendricks, Kirk Cousins. For some reason, Danielle Hunter even. For some reason, we do not get any love that we should. I don't understand it. Never will. Whatever. Kirk Cousins did not make my top 3. I love him. But I'm going a different direction for my second guy. I'm going big, stinky Irv Smith Jr. I think, seeing what he did on that back half of the year, he didn't get the opportunities in the first half. I think he is going to be ready to absolutely explode all over everybody this year. With Diggs out, I think he's going to has the ability to be receiver / tight end. And I think, I don't think we did him justice in his rookie year. I think we're trying to ease him in. I think he's a lot better than he showed his rookie season. So he is already in my top 3.
Yeah, but he hasn't done that yet. And that's why I don't think you can put him on this list, because he hasn't proven it yet. Yeah, he is just swelled up with potential that is ready to spurt everywhere, but it hasn't happened yet. Until it does, I'm not putting him in the top 3. At the end, a year from now, yeah, I could see it possibly happening, but right now, no way in hell.
Wow. All right, number 3. Who do you got?
My last guy is Adam Thielen. You're looking right now at the best players on this offense. It's got to be Adam Thielen. He's, he was injured last year, which definitely hurt his stats, but he's had 235 receptions almost the last 3 years. He makes catches that you think are going to be incomplete or get broken up, and somehow he could have 3 guys on him, and somehow he's the one coming down with the ball. His route running skills are out of this world. He's just a hard worker, outworks everybody. Even with the injury last year, he still caught 6 touchdowns. He's one of Kirk Cousins' favorite red zone targets. But this year will be different. Without Diggs, he's definitely the unquestioned number 1 wide receiver on the Vikings. And I think there's a lot of questions about how he's going to handle that. He should see a ton of double teams this year. And we'll see what Adam Thielen's made of if he can rise to the occasion. But right now, definitely one of the best players in the Vikings offense.
Yeah, saving the best for last. Thielen was my 3rd as well. Not 3rd best, but just you get it. Thielen, you're right. He can catch anything. He's the best. Like the guys I mentioned before, very underrated, does not get the love he should. I think this year is the first year he makes his first butt cheek catch. That's the only thing he really hasn't made a catch with yet. Right. One of the best. He's going to bounce back after that injuries last year and rip shit up. Adam Thielen, one of the best in the league.
Well, let's hope so. If he goes down again with the injury, the Vikings receiving core is screwed, and they will need Irv Smith to, explode on everybody because they have no other options. It's going to be
KJ Osborne.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see about that.
Well, so we were pretty much on the same page, except I threw a little tickle in your wrench with Irv Smith, and you went with Kirk Cousins. So
you tickled my monkey wrench.
I did. Irv.
All right. So we're gonna end this with a wonderful fact. Hey, do you like classical music, and are you at all a Mozart fan?
No.
You might be after this. Mozart once wrote a song called "Leck mich im Arsch." You know what that means?
No.
It means "lick me in the ass."
Mozart.